energy. My guy gon' tap up your energy. I heard they looking for me. You can find me in the Get Busy room on till this whole all my people been torn. They burn it broke down, but they back still up on bill. I tapped into another storm in that form as I know I'm on rap just to get the cap bill. Put on for the folk on the bed and the bills in the streets and the hills and it's just that real. God, just your real. It's a movie out to focus and react to be seen. High just obscene. I don't wanna make a scene just to be on the screen. Blow steam for the green. I ain't put down the mic since I picked up the thing. See too many go blind cause they won't blink. They see it be a slow ride when you see a king of boogie board on the low tide. No sunscreen, no sun go king. Go and show me a new level when I'm dancing on the step. They told me to be cautious but it just give me nauseous. See brother died so I'm running hard what was left. My mother let me steps and I'm trying to do my best. But they trying in the mud with these pigs on my breath. They going ham scrubbing leg playing but they give a damn for it be the grits and the jam that was left. Look at them niggas rolling. Look at them pigs rolling. Why my skin swollen? Too much pressure. 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 Look at them niggas rolling. Look at them pigs rolling. Why my skin swollen? Too much pressure. Too much pressure. Too much pressure. Too much pressure. Too much pressure.
The way they held us down, keep us stressed up. Still my head high with my chest up. I try to God till you know I stay blessed up. And I'm damn near perfect when I messed up. As some people trying to get our respect up. Black on black money, get our checks up. And the flow so sick, I need to check up. You my queen, cause you equal from the neck up. I stay high like a bird's feathers. Matter of fact, a helicopter's propellers. Rock our own shit, it ain't nothing you can sell us. 3 steps ahead, it ain't nothing you can tell us. Ain't got a lighter, then they still gon' smell us. Call me Birthday, you're Mr. Green. Stay fresh as pine sol, I'm Mr. Clean. Talk a lot of shit, I sip Listerine, but I can back it up. When I open up shop, I make them pack it up. Laughing to the bank, bitch cracking up. Money like pancakes, how I stack them up. Full speed ahead, no slacking up. Better learn to play your role, stop acting up. Front line with the puppets, how I back them up. Baby powder in my palm, then I slap them up. Yeah, that's what's up, nigga.
Look at them niggas rolling. Look at the pigs rolling. Why my skin swollen? Too much pressure. 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 Look at them niggas rolling. Look at them pigs rolling. Why my skin swollen? Too much pressure. Too much pressure. Too much pressure. Too much pressure. It's too much pressure. Look at them niggas.
Till my head high with my chest up.
Look at the pigs. Pressure. Pressure.
Send a letter bomb to your editor. Personally describing a horror scene. Blow your mind like the Predator. Sever your preconceptions by stating the facts. Them dudes laying the vocals, Gene Panay. Sports talk, entertainment, news, and politics. Relationships, logical steps, and common sense. Topics of conversation for the masses to connect. After the broadcast, give you reasons to reflect. Respect all opinions, but we're here to serve the core audience food for thought. Welcome to Furthermore.
What's going on? It's your man Drez the Beatnik, King Fresh. We are the owners of the East Atlanta Treehouse in beautiful East Atlanta Village. How y'all doing out there? No doubt. Tonight we have a wonderful event for the good people of Atlanta. It's called Slow Drag. It is an all 70s soul music party, man. Nothing but good vibes, 2 steps, and good times, man. That's it.
How y'all doing out there, boys? King K, King Fresh here, man. Right here at East Atlanta Treehouse. You know, just keeping the vibes going, man. Good safe space for people to come and do their thing, man. So we just happy to be here. Happy to provide the space. You know, Slow Drag, amazing. So salute to y'all, man.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Smoke. Furthermore, we out here at the East Atlanta Treehouse. About to go check out the Slow Drag. Let's go in here and check it out.
Yes, so I'm Whitney, and we are at Slow Drag Atlanta. This is a dance experience where we have 70s slow jams as the soundtrack. We're out here trying to inspire intimacy and, just real good vibes and a good time. And so, yeah, we're here at East Atlanta Treehouse with our 10th slow drag, actually. So, yeah, we're excited about it.
You guys plan on doing this annually or?
So it's actually a monthly event. So we've been doing it monthly, yeah. We've been doing it monthly since February of this year. Yeah.
How can people find out more about it?
Yes, so we're on, our website is slowdrag.co. That's also the Instagram account, slowdrag.co, slowdrag.co. You can find us on Facebook the same way, as well as Twitter. So, we're out here, we're growing bit by bit. We want to just make sure that people know that we're really just kind of wanting to foster this kind of community. Folks who just had, 70s music in their blood and grew up on this music and never really got to party to it, but, want to have a good time to it. So, yeah.
We're going to go ahead and check out the vibes in here. We thank you so much for vibing with us.
Thank y'all for being here.
Drag or drag?
Drag.
Okay.
Slow drag. What's going on, people?
What up?
Welcome
What
to the
up?
show. Furthermore, we were experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties, which is why we're an hour late.
I'm the technical difficulty.
No, sir. The cameras was down.
It was me being the late one.
The cameras was down.
That's because I sabotaged that shit mentally. I was watching.
More time to get here.
I was at the hotel watching X-Men, and I seen this nigga Xavier and Cerebral, and I was like, furthermore.
Let's try it.
Furthermore.
Let's try it.
Furthermore, they will start later. Furthermore.
Yeah.
Push it out furthermore.
Push it out furthermore. That's what I was doing.
Furthermore.
I was in there just like this.
Wonderful pun.
I am Kirk Wagner from the Munich Circus. Shut this shit down.
Wait a minute. That's
Kurt Wagner.
No, what's his name?
I don't know who Kurt Wagner is.
Yeah, it's the disappearing smoking.
Come on, man, stop. No, don't say all that shit. Say what his name is. Y'all don't know X-Men characters?
It off the head right now. I can't think.
Smoke. I know you got the blue one
with the tail.
But the tail.
Yeah.
I don't know what his name is.
I can't remember what his name is.
Thank
That's
you.
What it is. That's it.
Appreciate it. How dare y'all?
What you say
No, I know. Nightcrawler. Smoke said it. I ain't said
the blue smoking, disappearing, evaporating, all this.
That's what he does.
It's Kurt Wagner of the Munich
I know his name. Yeah, I know his name. But Nightcrawler. But his name, when he said it, I knew exactly who he was talking about because I know his name. Like, what's
Baby Yoda.
Cyclops' name?
His name is fucking Summer Scott. I hate his fucking name. Scott Summers. That is good.
See what I'm saying? How many people know the original person's name? Like, Charles Xavier is Professor X, but what is Storm's real name?
Storm.
See? Nope.
Halle Berry. Halle Berry.
Come on, man.
Her name, Halle Berry.
The original, no, but there is no Storm that could be better than Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
At the same time, do you know her non-cartoon?
Storm's name is Halle Berry. Catwoman's real name is Halle Berry.
Oh my God.
Somehow.
Who else?
What?
Who else?
Like a thief in the night.
Who else?
What made me feel right? Made me feel right. That was Halle Berry too.
Monsters Ball Chick.
I just
feel right.
Feel good.
Hey, it's funny. Me and my pops had a conversation about that because we just like that scene was too intense for them not to have been really bumping cheeks.
No, that was bumping cheeks.
They had to bump cheeks.
It really was.
You know they bump cheeks in Hollywood, Muda?
They was not.
Come
on,
bump
cheeks. What did they got? Like prosthetic? It was too much nakedness.
It's not a prosthetic. It's like a string that they have to keep down, and it's something else.
So they stringing
time out.
It's not. I can't explain.
How do you string down a hard on? I'm sorry.
First of all,
I'm just saying.
We got to get your sister in because they working on Wakanda, and I know there had to be a lot of stringing.
First of all, she on the hair side of it.
Oh, but she got to see something. Right.
She was on set for hair.
Yeah, she was on set for hair. So when they had to make the hair like this because of the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nah. I don't know. She was right there. She seen it.
We need Sheikah
ain't having
Styles,
sex.
please call in and let us know what are they doing on these
she's
sets.
on the set of Black Wakanda movies. They ain't doing that.
Why not? I'm thinking
It wasn't bumping. It wasn't
They're
bumping
not
no.
bumping skins.
Man,
In the
somebody.
Marvel movie.
And then a lot of them, like you can wear nude colored top, nude colored bottom that match your skin, or they can, paint it to match your skin as well.
I don't know about Wakanda or Marvel movies, but Billy Bob Thornton smashed Halle Berry.
He smashed her.
I don't believe that.
She got the whole business.
I don't believe that.
She got the whole
happen?
business.
How do they happen? How did they make? I mean, I know it's angles and shadows and all that stuff, but it got to be something touching.
It was.
It got to be
meat to meat.
I mean, you could literally see the nigga nutsack hanging out of us.
Oh, I did not know. You seen the sack?
Was it his or is it a stunt double?
Prosthetic sack.
It's a lot of wow.
You can get prosthetic snacks.
Snacks.
Snack.
Okay, edibles.
Wrap snack packs.
That ain't what they meant by that.
It's speaking of sacks, it's a lot of soft sack niggas out here in the streets, man. It's a lot of soft sack niggas out here. I'm gonna give a shout out to all you soft sack niggas out here.
What is a soft sack?
Soft sack. Yeah, thank you.
Instead of calling them soft, look, I got into a traffic altercation and I didn't feel that it was right.
Calling in.
Who is calling in?
All right, who's calling in?
It says Maurice Adair.
Maurice Adair. All right, hold on.
Get him in here.
Hit that one and then Bluetooth it.
Bluetooth.
Press it.
I don't know where it is.
Come on, man. You was here during the first call episode. You wasn't taking notes.
It's on the screen.
Screen touch. Yo.
Yo, what up?
Can we hear you?
Maurice.
Yo, they be fucking.
Get fired.
That's what I thought. Yo.
Come on the ear and just say you just know they was. What makes you feel like they were fucking?
Can I say that on air?
Man, you can.
Yeah, go ahead.
Furthermore,
say what you say.
Man, they be fucking.
Okay. So you don't.
So what evidence from the movie makes you feel like they were real life fucking?
First of all, that ain't look like no spray water they sprayed on them. That was jungle sex.
That was jungle sweat. See, this is what I'm saying. They was getting filthy in
Y'all
that
know what the fever is. That was the fever.
The jungle sweat, heard?
Y'all ain't see the parakeet going crazy in the cage?
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Maurice. Appreciate you, Maurice, for keeping
Hey,
it one
that's
thou
what I'm here
wow.
for,
A
man.
whole buck.
Whole
G.
thou wow.
A whole buck.
A whole thou wow.
Calling
Maurice,
Maurice,
give
thank
us
you
a
so
shout out,
much.
man. Let us know where you at. Where you
at,
from?
Maurice?
Bam.
Oh shit, man! I'm out here in Johns Creek trying to go to work, man.
Okay.
Heard.
My nigga Mohawk
Johns
getting
Creek.
to it. Y'all don't know. I know Maurice from school. That's my man. We used to get plenties of buckets.
Oh, heard. Oh, he a baller too?
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, y'all. I see y'all out here doing y'all thing. I see you out there pitching too. I see y'all.
Appreciate
Y'all
it.
Y'all two boys that got back together, clicked up. I like that.
Yeah. Peace to you, my G. All
Appreciate
day.
it, brother. Hey, don't work too hard out there.
Absolutely
Make sure them
not.
folks give you
Oh,
what
never
you.
that, man. I'm
Never
almost 100% disabled, man. What you talking about?
You Hoyt. Okay, you Hoyt. Hey, look, you Hoyt. Chilling. And
Not
you
Hoyt.
and
You already
getting your
know.
check. See, I wish I would have
Been
went
in
into
the
the
bag.
military. I should at least did 4 years, at least.
I wish I
But,
could
look,
have. I couldn't.
Hey, look, that's the easiest finesse I've had in my life.
And he's keeping it one thou wow. I love that.
We appreciate you,
Not
man,
the
for
easiest
calling in.
word.
Thank you so
What-
much.
what
Hey,
years-
no problem,
hey,
y'all.
what- yeah,
y'all
what
have a
years
good
did
one,
you-
man.
what
I'm gonna
years
keep
did you-
watching the show till I head out to work.
Yo, what
All
years
right,
did you serve?
appreciate it.
Maurice, what years did you serve?
Yeah.
You
said
said
what up?
What? How many? You said 4 years, right?
No, I did 9.
You did 9.
9 years.
From when to when?
Actually, what's today? The 2nd. Today would have been my 10-year anniversary. I went
Damn,
in
well, congratulations on the
2012.
10 year.
we gonna honor that, and we appreciate your service, man.
Absolutely.
Anytime service is good time, though.
Absolutely.
Real talk.
Oh, appreciate
Real
it,
talk.
man.
10
all
years
day.
in the pen, can't go back in.
Hey, listen. But nah, everything, man. Thank you for your service. If you're ever in a place where I'm at, I'll give you a 10% military discount just for GPG.
Off GP.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, well, be easy out there. Appreciate
All
you
right,
calling
Mo,
in.
you have a great Sunday. Thanks for checking in with
All
us.
day.
Oh, of course.
All right.
All of it.
Furthermore, so
Maurice
is said they out here fucking.
They smash
that's what it
dash.
is.
They smash dashing.
Is Sax
Smash dashing.
Sax and Cats getting tapped out there in the industry. So one more time,
He
Sax.
said his
and Cats
evidence
getting
was that
tapped.
jungle fever sweat.
And that
Jungle
parakeet.
sweat.
When I seen that parakeet try and get out that cage, I knew
What
it
the
was
parakeet
something
was
going
doing?
Getting busy.
I mean, talking about feathers and everything was getting ruffled.
Feathers got ruffled for real, apparently.
A ruffle feather.
But yeah, so Monsters Ball. Shout out to Holly Berry. They gave her the she earned that award. So
What's Rogue's name?
Oh, okay.
What's Rogue's real name?
You say Rose?
Rogue.
Oh, you talking about from X-Men? We went back to X-Men. I thought it said
I'm
Rogue.
already back there. Yeah, what's her real name?
I used to be roguish. So
Sookie
I didn't know
Stackhouse.
what what is her name?
Sookie
Who plays her?
Stackhouse.
First of all, this is
Stackhouse.
not True Blood.
Nah, but the chick who played Sookie Stackhouse played Rogue.
This is very true.
Oh,
this is
you-
very
oh, I
true.
got you.
I see
I
where
don't
you're
even
going
know who
with
that
that.
is.
She's married to Bill from True Blood.
Bill Compton.
I don't.
Bill Compton.
From
Y'all
True Blood.
Y'all don't
Nah,
kill
Bill
me.
Compton
I've
is
never
from,
seen an episode of True Blood.
I have, but it's a different. It was different episodes when I was watching it. Like I watched it like the first 2-3 episodes, and then
How long has True Blood been out?
Oh,
old as hell.
It's old. It's
Is
one
it
of those
old as
shows-
Supernatural?
it's
It
old as hell.
lasted 7 seasons.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it old as
as hell.
Supernatural? Smoke?
Nah, well, they started around the same time.
Yeah, I would say that much. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get caught in it. I was still.
Yeah, it's so much it's
Not
so much
feeling the
TV and pop
vampire thing.
culture
It's a
that
lot of TV.
I've never watched. I've never seen episodes of. I just started
Yeah,
watching maybe during COVID.
We know Panay still ain't seen Game of Thrones.
I've given up on that.
No, bless his heart. Bless
I
his
mean,
heart.
it's okay. I finally caught up with Game of Thrones, but I think I missed either 2 episodes in the middle because now she's grown and it's 10 years later.
Oh wait,
No,
no,
you
you
didn't
on
miss
House
nothing.
of Dragons.
House of Dragons. That's what I mean.
Alright,
I'm
cool.
missed
You
nothing.
didn't miss
I
nothing.
call it. Look, I call
It's
House
a
of Dragons
time
Game of
skip.
Thrones. Still.
There's a time skip in there, and it has to because the whole season is really about the children. So they had to introduce, of course, Viserys, and then Rhaenyra, and then like their children. Because
Let me ask you: Is Aegon? Aegon is the Aegon who's at the wall, right? At the Night's Watch.
the Aegon that you see in there,
Yeah.
nah, that's what's confusing because with their whole family tree, like there's a whole bunch of Aegons. Like Aegon the
Yeah, that's a
second, Aegon the
popular. It's a
third.
popular. It's
Is it
like
really?
a John.
Son, I googled the family tree.
It is an Aegon. I can't remember which.
But it's
like,
one.
Different Aegon.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
a
like
different one.
Actually, John Stark is actually named Aegon also.
That's what
Right.
I'm saying.
Like,
It's like his name. The regular name is
So
John.
it's like that. That's really popular in that
popular
lineage
name.
for Targaryen.
All right, I'm gonna name my first dog Aegon.
There you go.
On his face.
Aegon.
His face.
What?
Aegon, his
His
face.
face.
Aegon is.
In your defense,
Damn.
though, Quest,
I'm so slow.
that Aegon did
On that
look
one.
like
I
he
like
was about
that one.
150 years old, though.
He did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like,
Straight up.
I said, is this the Aegon? Because I think it's 5 generations, and then
Is
now
it
with her
Aegon
being
or
grown,
Aemon.
Aemon. It's Aegon.
It's no. Yeah.
Aemon. Nah, I think it is
Aegon.
Aegon. Aegon.
It's
I think
three
you're getting
names.
confused with Maester Aemon.
That's probably
Oh,
what it is
okay.
a little bit.
Nah, Maester Aemon was who?
No, I know he's talking about.
wasn't
I
at the
am getting
Night's
confused.
Watch?
Yes, he
The
was.
blind one at the Night's Watch. The blind one who
That was Aegon.
that was Aegon
Yeah.
Targaryen, and he was a Targaryen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing how he ended up at the wall and how his whole story went.
They still. I'm still seeing these things where Daemon
had to flee.
is the Night King.
Why? Oh, because
Huh?
they was looking for him.
Yeah, because it's like in a series, in the books at least.
You read
Watching
the books?
Yeah, I'm really much of a bookworm. That's how I
Wow.
haven't watched a lot of TV.
Okay, I got you.
So in the books, because the season is a collection technically of a few different books.
Okay.
Kind of how Game of Thrones. Have you read the books like and how the whole series is now, or not if you've seen Game of Thrones, it'll make sense. It's like the first season plays out in one of the books, and the second season of Game of Thrones plays out in another book. So like they just really stretching out a lot of stuff in the book, and then
And collaborating it.
over elaborating a lot of different stuff.
I get discouraged because I think it's just so much content. Like somebody told me once to read Harry Potter so I can understand the movies, and I was like,
Nah.
how many
See,
books is there to
for
read?
Harry Potter,
20.
I actually did that backwards. I saw the movies first and then the books.
I don't know if it's that many. I just feel like it's
Nah,
that many
it's
because it's
not.
like 9 movies. I swear
That's
to God.
what I'm
It's like
saying.
9
movies.
And they like in the movies they didn't even
There's a
give
few
enough.
different books because one of the books is towards the end of the series is split into like 2 different movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this one is like Dance of the Dragons, right?
Yeah.
Like the other.
And that's what plays out. I think they're going to wait till the second season. Because Dance of the Dragons comes when Rhaenyra and Alicent's children are older. And they're all, because Viserys is eventually going to die. And so it's all of them that technically have claim to the throne and what they're in. So Daemon's doing all that. You caught up on the last episode?
Not yet.
Okay, I can't really go that far in that part of the
Yeah, but
conversation.
I appreciate y'all. Look, you and Smoke have been very good about not spoiling it for me, but I'm glad for him.
Yeah.
I know, because you Smoke seen the shit yesterday.
But how it plays out in the books, like all of this that we watching now is just like their lineage and how that played out over the years. So it's like they've always been the strongest family, and we know that from Game of Thrones. But there's a lot of like all of the other houses along that family tree that are married into Targaryen.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm seeing. How the branches are starting to come into, and why all these people have said claim on throne.
Right.
Because you even watching, his hand at first, Otto Hightower.
Right.
They're like that name. You remember Hightower from Game of Thrones?
Nah, who was he? And where was he?
Remember, Hightower is in Game of Thrones. I got to go back and connect that somehow.
I thought so at first too, but I think I had them mixed up with the High Gardens.
That might be
what it is. It could be, but it could be like a branch.
And see, like a long time ago, those wasn't like High Gardens and everything like that. Like all of that was part Targaryen. So it was like who they married into and who they gave off different things. And then, of course, with the men in that time, they was like having children by people who weren't noble and things like that. Because technically, Rhaenyra's children aren't of noble blood.
Right.
So
That's what I just.
There's a lot of other bastards along the way that became like claim to it as well, and they got Targaryen blood in them. So it's like them marrying in another family, and then it's like coming into the names.
Ain't it?
Yeah.
Right.
So there was no strong, and
technically the strongest in there is Valerian, but it was really only Targaryens that had dragons behind them. That was it, honestly.
That's what I'm getting.
Richest before the
they were riches, everything like that. It was just that Targaryen blood with those vampires. You can't beat that.
Word.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah,
Good stuff.
I'm gonna get caught up. We got to furthermore get into it.
No, the Jon Snow Aegon thing that you were saying.
Oh yeah, did y'all see that trailer? They're gonna start filming that soon.
I know.
Whoa, what are you talking about?
It's so many spinoffs from Game of Thrones. Like he really wants to create like a huge franchise like Marvel, Star Wars, all of that.
It's working.
And he said he's got different shows already. He's just literally waiting for them to be greenlit.
Yep.
Along with Jon Snow, Kit Harington, it's something he actually brought forth to them. So a lot of it, was his writing and he collaborated with them. But I think they just greenlit that.
Damn Kit,
they're gonna do another movie of technically Corlys Valerian, the black guy with the dreads, like his whole story and lineage and how he came about into his fortune. And
He
riches
killed
as well.
Khaleesi. Unless they bring Khaleesi back, I'm not supporting none of that new shit. Burn it down. Burn it down. I feel like the old mother I would do the right thing. Burn it all down.
I would follow Arya's storyline.
Hell
I would.
yeah.
I would definitely follow Arya.
The many-faced girl.
I've said the same thing. I would definitely follow Arya's storyline.
She has one of the most interesting character arcs in that entire series.
That build is crazy.
Absolutely.
The many-faced child. That's what I call
I
her.
hated Sansa in Game of
was.
Thrones because she didn't really get her voice until what was it? Ramsay Bolton got ate by the dog, and everybody else.
But she chose that.
But she had to grow too.
I know.
She didn't choose to. She was in the most. I think she was in the most fucked up position out of all of the siblings.
Yeah, of course. From the beginning, from literally the very first season when her dad got cut off and everything.
But I'm saying though, if you looking at your little sister who's thugging it out with the brothers in the yard, her choice was not to be that. She wanted to be the lady.
Right.
So if she had the killer instinct that her little sister had, I don't think she would have ever been in that predicament.
That wasn't naturally a killer instinct for Arya. Like she had to grow to that.
No, it was in her since she was little.
Right,
she always had her blade.
She just did not want to be like her big sister. She did not want to be that girly.
She wanted to be that dude.
Yeah, but
the dude was a rogue.
But Sansa didn't. I mean, think about it. In the position that they was in, Sansa didn't have to train or do any of that. Arya chose to do that because that was her interest. And again, she didn't want to be all up in the in the gowns and going through all of the rhetoric of being royalty.
So the three-eyed crow.
Three-eyed crow. What you talking about with Brian?
Yeah, he chose to be. Man. He chose to be that, or was that his?
He chose to be that by being in everybody's business. When he climbed up in the window and caught them doing the nasty, he made that decision. He wanted to
told
be
him stop
nosy.
climbing.
He was told to stop climbing.
Hard-headed.
Sansa thought that, hey, we're going to be in royalty all my life, so let me train myself for this. So she didn't have no foresight on.
So she
on
did.
battle.
She made the choice because even if there was
I don't necessarily
royalty,
say she made that choice in that time frame. Like you got to deal with things as a first child.
yeah,
like,
Rhaenyra
she's the
just
first.
said it. Rhaenyra said to the what's her name, Alicent. She said, "I don't feel like that's something that I want to do. Like, just be there and be somebody's baby maker."
Yeah, well, because
Sansa chose to become somebody's baby maker, and
I thought that was more so like a
And
choice
lied
for
on
her.
her own family for it.
Who for
you said
Sansa?
she what?
I said she lied to her own family for it. You know what I'm saying? Remember when she lied on Joffrey? I mean, when she lied on Arya over Joffrey? And
well, that's what I'm trying to tell you. She chose her life.
But Sansa did that in the interest of her survival.
Right.
Because she knew when her father got killed, she was screwed because one, she couldn't fight.
I mean, her father hadn't got killed yet when she lied.
But what I'm saying is because she knew how the hierarchies and everything worked. Because again, she was training herself to be a noble. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
she was learning the noble game, and she knew how everything needed to go. And
She was just ill informed. She was playing checkers. They was playing chess. She was
Very
just
much,
really,
Right, and
very
so she
much
got with
ill-informed.
Littlefinger, and then Littlefinger put her on game.
on a lot of games.
That's when she turned into the savage and became who she was.
But you got to think about it.
But she
Arya
had to
did the
learn.
same thing. Arya got put up on game.
Right.
But Arya killed somebody when she was little.
I know, but she
Her
got put up on
circumstances
game.
and everything that because like I said, throughout the whole season, she went through a whole bunch of shit pretty much from seeing her father get killed. Like she didn't really have her family protection after that, so she really
she
killed.
had to become
Exactly.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
the way she had to kill to survive, Sansa just had to be more cordial and later like to survive.
She just had to survive in a different way.
Yeah, but
Yes.
I don't think a lot of choices that Arya was making at that earlier stage after all that shit happened, I don't think it was smart because she linked up with the Hound. She could have, and she was talking about she had a kill list before she knew how to kill.
Right.
Once again, that's what I'm saying.
Before she knew how to kill. You see what I'm saying?
That's what she knew she wanted to do. That's what I'm saying. She was already going to. She knew in her existence. That's what I'm going to become, regardless.
Yeah,
both made that
knew
choice.
But through that,
They made their choices for
she
that.
got a lot of help through it too. I get what you're saying, and you're absolutely right. But she got a lot of help. Arya got a lot of help. Sansa got a lot of
They
help.
both got a lot of help, but that's what I'm
Arya
saying.
went through more of a struggle, though, to be honest.
Yeah, because
Really? No.
I wouldn't say she went through
no,
more of a
I believe-
struggle.
I believe that.
with Bolton.
Because even it is in one season, I can't remember what her and Sansa actually finally have a conversation, and she was like, she been through a lot, and us watching as viewers, like Sansa really she was getting raped and everything. She got married to, she wanted to get married to
father's
Joffrey,
murder.
and then she
Reed.
got
She did get
married
raped.
into Tyrion without her consent and everything. Like then she got raped and then transferred somewhere else.
Yeah.
So what
Sansa
she was
got
going
raped,
through
and
was
she
a
got
little bit
raped and She got
different.
her feelings hurt. That's it. She got raped and
For
she got her
Ramsay
feelings hurt.
Bolton?
Yeah, she got raped and she got her feelings hurt. This
Wait.
yeah, but
Ramsay Bolton
that's-
was like raping her. Wasn't
Right,
like
that
her
nigga-
feelings
that
hurt.
nigga was
Like,
Dahmer, Jeffrey Dahmer rape
when I say,
type.
When I say
Just
her feelings
hold on.
hurt,
Wait, pause. You said she
was
only
destroying her.
got
Hold on,
raped
time out.
and her
Nah.
feelings hurt.
when
sir.
I say her feelings hurt, I'm talking about how they put how like Joffrey and them put her father's head in front of
the
her
spikes.
and stuff like that.
Right.
Like she got her feelings hurt.
Traumatizing.
Arya on the other hand was blinded, got her ass whooped every day for like how long?
By who?
What you
My
mean?
old girl whooped her ass every fucking
Who you
day
talking
while she
about?
was blind.
You talking about the mini face guy?
When she was there, the old girl destroyed her
Every
life.
day she
But
went
that was
hungry.
part of
She
her
had to go
training.
homeless.
That was part of her
Yeah,
training.
It was part of her training.
It was
yeah,
part of what's
but
the name's training too.
But this
That
is
was
what
part
I'm
of
saying.
what she wanted.
Sansa's
While
training
Arya-
was that. That's what
Getting
she
raped was
but
part of her training.
Didn't she want to be royalty?
No, when
I like that point.
Right, so then that in royalty, like I said,
Nah, she wanted to be
she
royalty.
don't understand everything that she
Can
was
I ask
taught.
you a question?
she
Smoke?
paid the
goes
price of royalty, just like Arya had to pay the price to be a warrior.
Exactly.
Can I ask you a question, Smoke? So
Yeah, I'm listening.
So we just had Maurice on, who was in the military, right?
Uh-huh.
He had to go through basic training.
Got his
It was
ass whooped.
Training. right?
Ass whooped.
That is different from being thrown into the war zone. Sansa was in the war zone while Arya was out. Look, think about it.
But was not
Vegeta,
was not the house training mom telling her how to be this and how to maneuver and do.
I'm gonna tell you
Wasn't
right
that
now.
training?
Sansa ate every day. Sansa never had to worry about a place to stay. Sansa ain't never had to worry about none of that
Food,
shit.
nothing.
all of
She
that,
never had to worry
all
about
of
that.
that does not
anything
matter
that
with
she
peace
ate
of
and
mind.
did in that time frame for her title and her still being a Stark. Like she had to
to-
worry about all of that for being
She had to
killed.
worry about being raped by the person she married.
If you don't have peace of mind, all of that
Bottom
By
line.
not her choice.
She was a prisoner
Bottom line.
within her own castle and within
Yes.
her own nobility. I think that again,
But once again,
while Arya was off being Goku, running down Snake Path and fucking getting training, Sansa was out there like Piccolo and Yamcha and Shao Zhu getting fucked over and up. And had to take whatever she could get out of that. I don't think she had it peachy, and that is a lot of mental strain. I understand why she
I'm
became a
saying,
savage.
but I do want to ask this question
Mental
with that.
strain. It was all mental strain. Like I said, she got
Yeah,
her
it
feelings
was
hurt.
it was mental strain. It
got
was
her
very
feelings hurt,
traumatic.
yeah.
But if you're in a situation where you're seeing what's happening to you, why do you wait so long to start changing?
Because she couldn't. She had.
Why
to
couldn't she?
No. It wasn't that she was
As a
waiting.
woman?
She didn't have an escape until Littlefinger.
Here we go.
Until Littlefinger gave her
some
an
protection.
opportunity
He
in the
gave her
game.
some protection.
Not even really protection because he couldn't
Basically, he
protect her.
did.
But what he was doing
No,
was
he
kind of
so no,
skipping
and-
her the
Her
game.
protection
And
because she
nope.
don't have as you can see
So
in
in
House of
essence-
Dragons, as a woman alone, she don't really have much of a voice. Even I don't
None.
care of noble blood. So yeah, she had to be married to somebody
Right.
In order
get a
to
voice.
right. So, but what I'm saying is, if that's the case, then Littlefinger was her pimp.
Nah. Littlefinger
Pretty
seen an
much.
opportunity.
Nah, bro, he
Littlefinger
gave-
seen an opportunity to groom someone who needed help.
His whole money making was a brothel.
pimping, player.
His whole money making was a brothel. All of his money came from a brothel. He taught her how to do that.
Yeah, but he wasn't getting money.
Pimp.
He wasn't getting money from her being out.
No, he wasn't. He was getting political favor from her doing what she was doing.
She didn't give him no political favor other than company.
She didn't, but like if you sit here and look at it and actually
brought him
listen
into
to
the building.
story,
That's my
if
point.
it wasn't for Littlefinger, we wouldn't really have the whole thing of Game of Thrones.
That's what I'm saying. Littlefinger
Question. What
killed.
What motive would Littlefinger have to marry Sansa over to the Boltons?
to get favor from the Boltons.
Exactly. He did benefit it.
Right.
That's he got paid. He didn't get paid in cash. He got paid politically.
Right.
Okay. That's what I'm saying.
I'm going to leave
He
that
got paid in
agree.
political favors and
What?
power and things
Yes.
like that. Because
he got put in positions that he would have never
Right.
got put in had he not done what he did.
But it also came at a cost, though. So I don't
Of course, all of it does.
think he killed Joffrey, right? Him and
Was it him or was it the chick?
it was both of
the
them.
lady from
It was a collaboration.
Tyrell, yeah.
It was a
Yeah, it was a
Tyrell.
collaboration
But
for both of them.
Littlefinger knew it was going down because that's how he got Sansa up out of there.
Yeah,
When
that's
all that
what he
commotion
knew.
was going on.
The other story arc that I like, one of the golly, I feel like Joe Biden right now.
Biden.
Come on, man, what's his name? Why can't I remember the names? Like I feel like I got dementia.
What is it?
The Kill the King.
Who killed the king? You talking about Joffrey?
No.
Lannister, Stark,
Yeah, the Lannister.
Bolton.
The Lannister.
Oh, Jamie.
Jamie?
Who?
Tywin, Tyrion.
Tywin.
The dad or
Brother
Tyrion, the
Noomsky.
little one?
What's his name?
Sweet brother
Tyrion.
Nuncy.
Tyrion.
Brother
Tyrion.
Noomsky.
Tyrion. Nah, Tyrion.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Nah, I liked his storyline too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Tyrion was he was a lucky mofo. I don't
For
he
sure.
was lucky, rich,
Yeah,
lucky, and
he
'cause
did luck out
his
a lot.
ass was out. That I think he suffered himself a lot.
He suffered himself.
He was prisoner. He's been in the fighting pit. He's been shipped across like
In a crate.
Damn,
Overseas.
his little ass was going through it.
He was.
Basically.
But like you said, he suffered himself. I think that's the difference because he was a spoiled, rotten child who had to learn. Tyrion.
He wasn't spoiled. He was crazy. He was
based on his name. He had power on that, but that was just it. Like from his family, they didn't respect him. All of that, they blame him for killing
George
his mom.
Bush became president because his name.
He was tolerated. Again,
I always thought
George
that
Bush
was,
and Tyrion go hand in hand.
Exactly.
I always thought that was
George
the dynamic between
a spoiled child who got power.
Between Tyrion and Sansa.
Not power, tolerated.
You said that one more time.
I said I always thought that's what the dope dynamic between Tyrion and Sansa was. Both of them were kind of like
they understood each other.
You know what I'm saying? Brought up to be, bougie like, you know what I'm saying? And both kind of got thrown into a fucked up situation where they had to transform.
Like Tyrion, I don't think at no point in time in Tyrion's life did he imagine himself being the hand of the king.
Never.
I'm pretty confident.
He didn't even want it
and never thought of himself killing his dad either.
I mean, of course. I mean that comes
He
with
had
the
more
shit.
so family issues above anything, because as much as Sansa was married off and everything, he was the only one that actually treated her with respect.
Yeah,
that's because he had no choice. He had no choice.
Not even no choice. Like that when they got in that bedroom alone, he told her to her face, like, "I will not get in the bed with you," and all that other stuff if you don't want me to. Like, but he really wasn't. He was respectful of her in that particular way.
Well, I don't think it was respect. I just think it was guilt. It was guilt, and with him being where he was at, I mean, it was that also. But another point of view is that he's seen all the fuck shit that was going on behind the closed doors.
But he knew what it was.
That's what I'm saying. So it wasn't like.
But he was in brothels all the time, so anytime in there, he could have raped her, and that would have been fine.
He knew,
but he didn't even rape in brothels.
Nah, he knew how to
rape
talk
in brothels.
He knew how to talk to women. That's the thing.
I mean, that's very true.
He knew how to talk to women where he can slip them out of their drawers without paying money.
This is very true.
That little motherfucker was sneaky.
That's why I like his character.
That's how he pimped Sansa.
Exactly.
You said he pimped Sansa
Hell
too?
yeah, he did.
Y'all on this pimping shit.
He said, "Look here,
why
girl."
y'all making Sansa out to be the whole whore of the show?
He said, "Look here, girl. I can make you the Lord of Winterfell. Let me tell you."
She was already the Lord of Winterfell.
We're going to go back and take Winterfell back slowly. You just got to marry this nigga right here real quick. We're going to ease in there.
And it's ours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I don't think I don't think she needed his. I don't think she needed Littlefinger's.
She was just so ill-informed from the
that's
beginning.
what I'm saying. Like y'all saying
from
that.
the beginning.
But you
she
can't
knew the
use
game
but
though.
you can't use exactly.
She
You
knew
can't
the
use
game.
their
She wasn't getting
ignorance, the
pimped.
fact that they got used for their ignorance. They knew they could use them for their ignorance.
Yes.
So that's not her. That's her fault for being
ignorant.
Yes.
I mean, her
chose as much as
she was still
around.
young when she went, so I'm like, I don't know if her family had time to prepare her for them type of things.
Arya, that's why I'm saying she was older. Arya had to learn in a manner where she ain't getting nothing from Mom Dukes like that.
Right.
Nothing. She got all of that
and that's
from
what her father. That's what
from
like
male
she.
exactly.
And that's exactly why their storylines are very different. Sansa was very close and wanted to be like her mother, and Arya just wanted to be like her father.
And I guess that's why Arya's story stands out so much. I ain't trying to ride with the
spirit
mom
of her
story.
father.
The mom was tough though.
She was.
Mom was tough though.
Arya just wanted revenge.
And she got it.
She definitely got it.
Was that a wind chime?
I felt like it was.
I was saying that we'll be right back.
We're right back.
What was that?
all started with a vision, a hustle, a grind, discipline, dedication, faith, and loyalty. Sophisticated savage, the brand, the lifestyle. It's just different.
Sally Jesse Raphael.
Yeah, welcome back to the Furthermore Podshow, pimpins.
Yeah.
We were just talking about in between the break, who fell off hard?
A lot of people fell off hard
and then bounced back greatly. Like we said, Roseanne can't make a comeback.
Hard and can come back greatly.
Who come back?
Are you saying who can or can't come back?
Can't.
Cannot come back. Okay, Roseanne cannot come back.
Roseanne can't come back. You said Charlie Sheen.
All them people who didn't make it from 1999 to 2000, like
for the 2000.
99 to 2000.
Yeah, like
1999, my nigga.
Like the people that you only saw in the 90s, like Suzanne Powder.
So what about
Who is that?
What about Urkel?
What shit? Mario Lopez.
No. All of them didn't end up like that. Some of them, you know what I'm saying.
Don't you dare talk about your little white.
But I'm talking about Richard Simmons and you know what I'm saying, all the people who you just never seen after December 31st, 99.
I mean, but I think we're in the day and the age where you can, again, like I was saying, if you got a good marketing team and y'all put together a strategy, or if you get that right opportunity, I don't know if it's a game show or whatever, because Wayne Brady and Drew Carey have been eating.
Yeah, but the price is right. But they never fell off though.
Yeah.
I mean,
because Whose Line Is It Anyway was dope.
It was dope. And I agree with you. And I had this conversation and I used to watch it all the time.
Name some black people.
Yeah.
You just said Wayne Brady.
Some other black people.
Some real black people.
She wants some niggas.
No, because y'all we said Charlie Sheen, we said Roseanne, and then
black people who are we asking about black people who can fall off and can come back?
Can come back?
I think R. Kelly can make a comeback.
No, he can't. He just got another 30 years, boss.
Excuse me.
But I
come
think
back
he
to
can,
what?
He
making a soundtrack from jail.
No. But
trapped
see that
in the prison.
he can do segments
behind them bars.
Write songs for people, and y'all wouldn't even know y'all was singing this shit.
Probably.
I mean,
everybody.
It's very true.
Probably.
We are to this day. I'm not gonna sit here and act like if my shuffle don't go to R. Kelly, like I was slow wine for
everybody. Slow wine.
Right, I'm sorry, man.
Did y'all know that he wrote "Fortunate" by Maxwell?
Wow. Did he really?
I'm not sure. I can't confirm it, but I heard
it.
So
can't
I
throw
heard
no
it, so it's
hearsay
real.
You can't throw no hearsay.
And this how it came up.
Hold on.
This how it came up because everybody's been doing that challenge, the Maxwell challenge, to hit that note. And then somebody posted was like, "Yeah, you know Maxwell wrote. R. Kelly wrote those lyrics now.
Not Robert Kelly.
You know a debate that's been going on here recently, right?
What's that?
Well, first of all, rest in peace, Coolio.
Rest in peace,
Coolio.
You know, there's been a lot of speculation that Tupac wrote "Gangsta's Paradise."
Gangsta.
Really?
I'll tell you why though.
Believe it.
Yeah,
I can hear it in the the delivery and
you can hear the delivery,
cadence.
Not only that, but Coolio was 37 when he recorded that.
Are you serious?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Excuse me, I still have time to be an artist.
The lyrics say, "I'm 23, never will I live to see 24," which, if you do the math, at that time in 95.
Wow. Look.
Sounds right to me.
I didn't know Coolio was 37. Coolio,
when he did Gangsta's Paradise, he was
my favorite rapper before Busta Rhymes.
How old was Coolio when he just passed? So how old?
59, I think.
59.
Oh,
it's been 20 since 95. Gangsta's Paradise came in what?
95.
1995.
That was 20 years. It's a good God.
He was 37. See, that's crazy. I'm about to write my head.
He might have been a little younger than 37. I might have remembered that wrong, but he was in his 30s when he recorded Gangsta's Paradise.
Good God, our generation is traumatized.
was the most influential rapper to me before I even was a fan of rap. Only because of his hair, and that's real talk. You ask my man Vernon Hampton,
he was out there.
Ask my man Vernon Hampton from the Sandbox. I remember Vernon Hampton put me onto Busta Rhymes when The Coming came out, but I used to have debates with him that Coolio was a better rapper, and I did not know anything about Coolio other than his hair. I used to be like, yeah, Coolio is the best rapper in the world.
Then Busta Rhymes?
That's what I said back then.
Oh, okay.
Before I knew. That's why
I was going to go back to this conversation. If
Right,
I was
because I
about to
think
go,
all of us was about to pull that conversation.
all the way back.
I know.
Rest in peace, Coolio.
Why I said that.
Rest in peace, Coolio.
Before Busta Rhymes became my favorite rapper, it was Coolio, and it was during the same time I started listening to Crucial Conflict, Coolio, and Busta Rhymes.
The same hair,
all the same hair. Wild Style, Coolio, and Busta Rhymes all had
So
eccentric
you
hair.
gotta do it. You gotta do something with the hair in honor of him.
You got to.
I'm gonna do it when I take this out. I'm gonna do a Coolio. Not the later years Coolio joint.
Yeah. I'm about to say nothing past 2001 Coolio at all.
Word.
But
I'm
I
gonna
will
do that, and I'm gonna get
do
some
the 1,
overalls.
2, 3, 4 video.
I'm gonna get
Coolio.
some
That shit
Dickie
was dope as shit.
overalls.
Not the Dickies.
You said the what?
The 1, 2, 3, 4 video.
I hear you
Which
over
one?
there, Shots.
Yo, remember yo, people be fronting on Coolio. He had some hits though. Like he had hits.
I gotta
you.
go back and do.
There's been a lot of bar every time, bro.
That's my
See,
shit.
look.
That's my shit. I'm sorry. That's why you didn't see me over here, man.
I'm just waiting on it. I'm waiting on it. I'm just gonna be patient and wait on it.
Waiting on what?
It's
At 7
coming.
a.m. woke in the morning with hit caffeine and green and nicotine.
I know that shit grind smoke years. You cannot
already
say Crucial
know.
Conflict without bringing up Bone.
all day.
Without bringing up Bone. I do, and me and Smoker, I think we've had this conversation.
Shout out to
several
Crucial
times.
Conflict.
Shout out to Crucial Conflict.
Man, that was heartfelt.
Yeah, he said that.
I'm gonna take that on the behalf of them, Smoke. I've never heard Smoke say that.
Yeah, that's from a Bone fan.
That's a full-fledged Bone. He's not a Bone fan. He is a Bone member. His name is
That's Smoking Bone.
Bone.
He's a Bone member. Like he love. One more time, Smoke.
Real shit.
For real.
Smoking Bone. Damn, Smoke. You ain't got no Bone. You don't have no Bone alias.
Oh, they used to call me Smoky Bone when I was a kid.
I told you. No, it's
I knew it.
Bone.
I knew one of the first time. We weren't the pioneers.
Yeah, nah, we weren't. Couldn't have been. Couldn't have been.
But yeah, we do got some info we want to share with y'all, man. Some crazy shit going on. Furthermore,
Isn't it somewhere in the Midwest? This dude is from the Midwest. We about to talk about, right?
in the Midwest, I believe so.
He's from the Midwest, but it happened in Florida. Go ahead.
I was about to say
Absolutely.
it wasn't
So-
Florida.
It was Florida.
So
In Florida.
a young man from Chicago enters into a convenience store with a shotgun and receives some charges for pretty much doing so. And I just really want to get your opinion of what you see in the video, and then we'll discuss it further.
That's a bet.
All right, can I ask one question?
Sure.
Did he do anything with the shotgun? Or
We're
he
about to
was
watch
just,
the
We're
video.
about to watch the clip.
Oh,
and then
okay.
we'll make
Roll the
assessment.
clip.
we can walk in there with the shotgun. I mean, give me all you fucking Cheetos right now.
A robbery attempt is nipped in the bud when an armed man finds himself up against a convenience store worker with his own weapon. It happened on September 9th in Pensacola, Florida. The Escambia County Sheriff's Office released this security video saying the suspect, 32-year-old Rakeem Stephen Tate, turned a bad decision into a worse decision when he entered the store armed. Security footage shows Tate walking inside carrying a gun under his right arm. He walks around the store before speaking with someone who is off camera.
I don't mean no harm. I'm just not from around here. Well, you got any member? I got a big gun. But I'm not from around here is what I'm saying. I'm from Chicago, bro.
Escambia County officials say the clerk noticed Tate was armed before he entered the store and ran to the back room to arm himself with his personal weapon.
I see your though. What's that?
After leaving the store, Tate was charged with openly carrying a prohibited weapon and attempted robbery with a firearm. Officials with the Escambia County Sheriff's Office posted the security footage on Facebook, saying it was, quote, not a good time for a robbery. And while Tate may be from Chicago,
but I'm not from around here is what I'm saying. I'm from Chicago, bro.
Officials went on to write, quote, you're not in Chicago anymore. You're under arrest. For the latest developments in this story and all things true crime, stay with Long Crime Network. I'm Sierra Gillespie.
So first off,
yeah. So what did you see in that video? What did you assess?
I don't know, but you walk into a store talking about you trying to rob the place with your gun.
I don't recall him saying he was trying to rob the place.
Because he's charged with it.
I know he's charged with it. That's what we about to argue.
Let me hear what you're saying again.
The man walked in. It's under his arm. Okay. He said, "I'm not here to do no harm," and holds the gun like this.
Yeah.
Downward.
Yeah.
What's he gonna shoot? Who is he aiming at?
Exactly.
So what is he trying to rob?
Exactly. So no, I don't agree with that. Of course, the attempted
come on, man.
robbery.
If he walked in with a gun, this is all right. So we don't know Georgia,
especially because you could physically hear, like you see it when it's pointed down. I see if it was pointed up.
Point that in time did he aim it towards anybody?
Exactly.
To do anything.
He never even approached he never even
approached the counter fully.
In a threatening manner.
He never even approached the counter. He never approached anybody threateningly. The first word that was out of his mouth.
Go ahead, Smoke. Say it.
Did I hear that right? Like, were they even sitting? Like, weren't they just sitting there talking about each other's guns? He was like, "Yo, what you got?" You know what I'm saying? Like, I see yours. What you got? Like, that doesn't seem like a robbery to me.
No, it's not.
You know what I'm saying?
You can definitely, I don't know, hear, but I guess
I'm gonna drop my seat for this.
For anybody walk into a store with that big ass gun, the person in the back, they went to go get theirs because they don't know what's about to happen.
You don't know what's about to happen.
They're both having a whole conversation and nobody looks threatened. Nobody looks like they're in harm.
So what they're saying, if they're charged him with attempted robbery, they're saying that his intent was to go in the store and rob it. That was his intent.
Right.
He didn't do it. He
goes
he
back
got
to
accosted by the store clerk who had a gun, and they're saying because even in the description it says that he got scared off when he saw the clerk's gun, and that's why he left, and that's why they're trying to charge him with attempted robbery because he didn't rob it, he left, but. I don't think that was the case at all. He said he's from Chicago. I think that's just the nature of how he carries himself in Chicago.
Right.
He just didn't realize, hey, you know what? I probably can't do that here.
Right. So I think she said in there like prohibited gun or something like that. Like that, yeah, you crossing state lines is different gun laws or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. The state of Georgia is like you can carry your piece in Georgia. So I don't know what the rule is or the law is in Florida, but it is a Republican governor down there, so you know what I'm saying. I don't know.
You can't go up the East Coast fully, like from Florida, Georgia. You go up to where he at, like New York. You can't go up the whole East Coast freely with a gun. So
you get to New York and you got a gun.
You can, right, depending on how you're carrying it. If he's driving and is in his trunk or whatever.
But the way he carrying that, like how he carrying that, you go into
New York.
State. You go into any state, any store, like automatic, because that's not something like you just regularly carrying around unless you in that type of environment. He come from Chicago. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's pretty normal out there.
Plus the context is everything. Like I wasn't there, so I don't know the exact context. But when he said, "I'm from Chicago," like the way he said it was pretty much. I got the feel of, I'm from Chicago. I don't know these niggas out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping myself safe. That's the way
That's the way it sounded.
Right.
That's the way I took what he said anyway.
Me too.
Even in his nonchalant walking into the store, he ain't walk in all fast. Like,
right.
If you was going to rob the place, you're trying to get in and get out.
It's nothing he said. It's nothing about his behavior.
That he give him anything.
I don't even think that he did.
He didn't.
He didn't. He didn't
at all.
That's not from that video clip. And they also said he exited the store after having the conversation. Like, what part of attempted robbery? What are you getting the attempted robbery from?
The clerk.
I'm not gonna say stupidity, but I'm gonna say that's a negligence in thought. It's 2022. You either doing something for clout, for attention, or I don't want to say stupid. I don't want to say ignorance. I don't want to say dumb.
But ignorance ain't a bad thing. It's just lack of knowledge.
But it's not even that. It's either you trying to make a point or bring awareness to something. So it's a bold move. But again, if you're from Chicago, stay your ass in Chicago. One, that's the first thing I'm going to say. 2, if you are that afraid for your life, stay your ass inside. Stay inside. Why are you even out at the convenience store? And why do you have the whole shotty though? The whole shotty though? You feel like you got to walk around. You about to have a shootout with the shotty, or you're walking around with it like, hey, I just want it to be a deterrent.
Listen, he might have grew up in a gang zone where he needed it on him every day.
But
You know what, Quest? As far as you know what I'm saying, everything else, I you know what I mean. Even though I don't wholeheartedly agree, I could get with everything you just said. I will say this. I will say this.
I'm just on one side right now.
My question is, how does any of that justify him getting charged for robbery?
Okay,
that's the point I'm trying to get at.
How it does is because depending on how the laws is in that state, you walking in open carry, do you have a license to carry in this state? You're in this.
That's one charge. That's what we're saying for his actual gun and their gun charge. You can arrest him with attempted robbery. I think the law is common in every state.
You remember the episode where we were talking about you working for Target Security,
right?
And you said if they dropped the stuff before they actually stole it,
right? This is a case of Minority Report. Y'all remember in the movie Minority Report with Tom Cruise, where they was trying to detect who was going to commit a crime in the future. This is what's going on now. If you're doing something, if it looks like a duck and it sounds like a duck, they're going to call you a duck. Before you even flap or quack, they're going to call you a duck because you are in a convenience store with a shotgun. This is a scene that, hey, even though he might not be in there doing nothing, he went in there, and again, I agree. He said, hey, man, I'm in here with a big-ass gun. I don't mean no harm. Get what the fuck you came for and leave. What you in here having a conversation with me with a gun for?
Nah, but the dude now had a gun.
Listen,
the clerk had a gun now.
Did he have it aimed at him?
We don't know. It's off screen.
That's what I'm saying. He said he armed. So at any point in time where he felt
like he had asked about it, so like they can see each other's guns.
They can see each other's guns. But from the clerk's point of view, nigga, what you doing? What you here for?
Right.
What you doing? Go get your soda, your juice, your chips.
So then had that.
Put some money on the thing.
So then say that. That's not what he said. That's not what we heard verbally on there.
That's what I'm saying. But the clerk still has to be the clerk. That's his job. He knew that he was walking in with the gun already.
He should have
be about your business.
I get that he definitely should have, you know what I'm saying, went about his business. If he was going to come in there and shop, he definitely should have shopped and kept moving.
And kept it moving.
My thing is,
it's the Wild West.
Even though he didn't, where's the robbery?
There is no robbery, but again, you have to. Now, this is where, as if I am on the law side, I'm saying it is time to send a message that this is not the type of shit you do. This is not the type of shit you do. Nigga, I can understand if you just running from a shootout and you coming in, you got the shotty, but you're walking around and now you have a gun in this store.
But wait a minute, hold on. There's and I know this because there's a video where it's a white guy walking down the street with an AR-15.
Yes.
No problems. Zero. Black guy walks down the same street.
Does he have the shoulder strap? Because I know some people do that with the shoulder strap.
And that's what I was leaning at, Panay. When he first walked in, I was like, damn, if you got that big of a gun, at least have it strapped on your back.
Right, because if he had it strapped on his back, then
now I know that you're holding it in your hand. All it takes is 2 seconds to load up and pop. So if I'm the clerk, I'm like, yeah, nigga, I'm talking like this. My conversation is with the gun in my hand.
I think if
I'm like, yeah, man, how can I help you?
He's holding his AR walking down the street like this. It's here.
But he has it strapped though, right?
You talk about homeboy who was wearing all the combat shit.
Yes.
Yeah. He's
but the cops did approach him.
The cops approached him and they asked him if he had a license for it.
Right.
The same black man did it. They pulled up 5 police cars and had my man throw his gun on the ground and lay down on the ground. There's a difference. The difference is this is a black man with a gun.
But know the law, because also in that case,
it's
when they
shotgun
see
or a non-white.
I'm saying in that case, that video, I think the video, because I've seen a few videos with white gentlemen open carrying and everything. They come to make a message and to make a statement. They already know the laws and everything that is going to come with it. So this brother walking in that store, he should have definitely educated himself on the laws before he went in there.
I'm sure,
so he could know how to combat it.
I'm not taking anything away from that. He got charged with unlawful gun.
Right.
I'm good with that.
The attempted robbery part is the bullshit, right?
I'm still stuck on that.
I mean,
that's the only part I'm stuck on for real. Because I don't know exactly what Florida's laws are as far as gun carry for me to, you know what I'm saying? But
I know it's stand your ground. I don't know if
know
it's
that much.
Yeah, that's the only thing I know is stand your ground.
It's
But
a business establishment, and they going to know that. It's almost like you get hit with misorderly conduct. If anytime you get into it with an officer, I don't care if you get, you bump into him, if you say something, you're going to go to jail, and disorderly conduct is going to go on as a charge. They're going to give you that. So I think that this attempted robbery charge is a charge that they threw at him to for stupidity, basically. Again, he was in the right. He didn't do nothing wrong. But because, hey, this is what you chose to do. If you want to play the game, here, now have your lawyer fight this case also while, you figure out if you want to walk in the stores anymore, open carry.
Because they'll tell you, I've been pulled over. Like, ignorance is no excuse of the law. Like, I moved somewhere and, like, less than 30 days, you got to change your tags and all the this different stuff. And I didn't do it. I got a ticket. And I was like, I didn't know I had to. And I really, literally did not know you had to in 30 days.
Right.
Or
60 days. Some places they give you 60 days. Yeah.
Like, I'm still going to give you this ticket. Like, you being ignorant of the law. I mean, like, excuse you.
I was riding around with Canadian tags for 5 years in Atlanta. So, hey, I mean, you can choose what you want to do. You can choose to get yourself ready for it. The charges, yes, I think the charges is bullshit. But again, the whole situation is like, if the clerk would have fired off at him, then now the whole story would have been crazy. If the kid would have died, because it's like, why were you in the store?
Florida's
with
an open carry state.
no, it says, except as otherwise provided by law, and in subsection 2, it is unlawful for any person to openly carry on or about his or her person any firearm or electric weapon or device. He's wrong for that.
Yeah.
There's still no robbery.
There is no.
Right.
But then again, the footage does not give me remorse to his case, because you coming in the store telling me you from Chicago, you're not from around here, then what are you doing out here? If you feel like you're in a threatened environment, like, I'm not going to go.
I mean, that's like if you grew up in the hood and other stuff like that, like, some people not as comfortable going to like other hoods. You really don't know what's gonna go on in there. Like I said, it could be like some gang affiliation thing or whatever like that. But you coming from what you used to in Chicago, and you probably used to having to carry around something like that.
Right.
You don't know if it's gonna be like that with Florida. So I think the way he entered the store was like, it wasn't aggressive or anything like that. Like, I think the clerk said, like, he can see him before he came into the store.
Right. He saw the gun before he walked in.
So it's just the clerk having his gun and not knowing what this person is going to do. And I think, like, in that sense, he just didn't get that vibe. I think they had that conversation. The person walked in the store. I didn't see anybody else in the video, so it's just him. Yeah. And the store set up, he could have just immediately saw him in his gun. Like, okay, you okay? Like, this the reason why I got this gun. But
yeah,
I really don't think, like, we all wholeheartedly agree that he was trying to rob anything. I think he could tell the guy or the clerk might have felt uncomfortable, and he probably just left out from there.
But I can't say that he wasn't trying to rob anything, because again, why are you sitting here having this conversation with me? Get your Snicker bar, dog,
and keep it moving.
You can't say he wasn't trying to. That opened up so much stuff.
You can say he was and he wasn't, because again, it didn't develop. But if I'm thinking myself, I'm being selfish for a moment. If I am in anywhere, I don't care where I go, and again, it's situational awareness. If I feel like there's an issue and a threat, I am moving quickly. That's why I get in and out of Walmart so quick, why I get in and out of Kroger so quick, because again, you don't know what's going on.
Right.
Mind your business and keep it moving. Okay, hey dog, I got a gun, we good, you straight, I see you got the pistol, how much is this shit here? We can ring it up from this distance. I'd have been in the back holding soda. How much is this, Joe? Yeah, all right, cool. Now let's keep it moving. He in there, he got to do the whole military. I'm presenting arms. I thought he was about to start twirling that bitch like he's on Major Payne. I thought he's gonna start doing this shit with it. And
I believe he was. I believe he was holding the gun like that, with a shotgun in that manner, because they were discussing it. I think he was showing it to him, like, "Hey, man, I just got this because I'm from Chicago."
So I'm from Chicago. I'm scared, and I don't want to have a show and tell moment with you.
No, I don't fault the.
Hey, can we start the miss me with the bullshit segment right on that note? Miss me with that bullshit. You want to show and tell me your gun from Chicago? From Chicago, you want to show and tell me your gun, dog?
Hey, real quick, while we on the subject of Florida, yo, I wanted to show y'all some shit that I thought was fucking crazy.
Let's go.
Yo.
Let me see it. I'm down for more of the fuckery.
Y'all, so as y'all know, that they've had like this these storms out there, and it's been like these hurricanes and
Hurricane.
Why is school still open?
Nobody is gonna believe this. We are flooding. Nobody's gonna believe this. Nobody is gonna believe this. We are flooding.
I think they're saying that because it's flooding that they're still in
video
school.
of it on TikTok. You can have like 400 followers. That don't mean like on TikTok that can go viral. Like nobody's gonna believe that.
I think it did.
Right.
It went. I'm pretty sure.
I seen it. And I ain't on TikTok.
And he ain't on TikTok.
I seen
There's different videos I've seen of what's going on in Florida. People, of course, a lot of things with Florida that they just refuse to leave their homes when it's like a big storm or hurricane.
Because listen, I'm from there, so you don't get pushed out of your home from there. You don't
No,
get
it's a
pushed out
video
your
I
home.
seen. The lady took, the pool, the little inflatable swimming pool in front of the backyard and put it inside the house. She's literally floating in her living room, and you see like all her furniture, everything else, like.
She cooling.
She cooling, and it's like the way the stairs are set up, the water. She's
we're
like
beach
holding
people.
on to the rail.
We're
in
beach
the
people.
flow.
We know how to work with water.
Listen, what?
She's in Bikini Bottom right now.
Right.
We Floridians. We know how to
funny,
work with water.
but it is funny.
But at the end of the day, I lived through like 2 or 3 hurricanes, bad ones. And what my mom did was open the windows and let the breeze blow.
Let the breeze blow.
Yeah.
Listen, meanwhile, back at
Because
the ranch,
It alleviates the pressure.
It alleviates the pressure, so it'll blow out the windows.
you know what tornado I've been through? The drill.
In school. Exactly, in school.
That's it.
But see, there wasn't no tornadoes, but the hurricane, the way it, like, palm trees were literally like this. When they up like this, they're like this. And the branches and the leaves are like doing like this.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. And you watching it through the window. You watching it through the window.
Nah.
I mean, you gotta suffer yourself. I mean,
Nah.
Yo, Ian was 1 miles per hour from being a Cat 5.
Yeah.
1 mile per hour.
1 mile per hour.
So all somebody else had to do is just go.
Right.
Collective.
And it would have been a Cat 5.
A collective sigh, and they would have made it.
Somebody was probably somebody turned on the fan and did. One of them scientists was just so they can mark it in history as a Category 5. So when we got how fast does it have to be for it to be a Category 5?
We were almost there.
It needed to be at 157.
And 156. What makes
it made 156?
What's the
What
difference
makes
between
150?
156 and
What
157?
makes
It hit landfall.
Cat 4 and Cat 5 is the difference.
Category 5 is the strongest.
Wow. So it's not like
tell me, you know what? From a mile per hour.
1.
that shit had to alternate between Cat 5 and 4. It had to do it several times. Like the wind had to pick
It was
up a
Cat
little bit
5, but when it made landfall, it was
a 4.
It was a 4.
Yeah,
mean-
that's what I'm saying. The land slowed it down.
Yeah, one of them houses it tore up, slowed it down.
Of course it did.
By
Many
a
of them
mile.
houses.
Not even a house. It had to have. It was probably one of them tall Miami joints.
Well, they saying a lot of homeowner fraud and insurance fraud has really kicked up and put a lot of those people out of business down there.
Oh well, Brett Favre probably be down there.
Mm-hmm.
Is he
Fucker.
Welfare queen.
Damn, why he got to be a fucker? Because he wanted money?
Huh?
Because he took the welfare money.
I mean, he snatched welfare money. Why wouldn't he take FEMA money?
I get an opportunity to get some welfare money. With as much money the money is already printed.
But you're not a millionaire.
Excuse me, you're just gonna take the money out of a whole state?
I second that notion, West.
I would
Not a millionaire.
and then I would facilitate it in a different way to where it can be usable. So it's not like I'm just taking it. I'm gonna go
He
get
did.
a Bugatti.
He used
Facilitated it to build a $5 million facility for his daughter.
And what is wrong with that? What is wrong with
Taking
him
welfare
wanting?
money?
Listen,
Taking welfare money?
With it
what's
is
wrong
getting
with
caught.
him wanting to build a facility for his daughter?
What you mean? It's not wrong for him to want to build a facility for his daughter.
So
But
all these
taking
people
the
in state of
funds-
poverty, y'all can't eat and y'all gotta go malnourished because my daughter's facility needs to look more presentable for a college.
But I don't think the conversation came up when it was like, "Hey, Brett, look, we got this check for you. Now we do got these hungry people over here we could take care of, but I know you needed to get that volleyball facility."
Right,
so
but they got text
Quest, I have this-
messages
I'm
showing where he
asking.
knows where the money is coming
It says,
from,
I
and
hope that we don't get caught.
I don't
Pretty
think
much.
that Brett Favre
Say it again.
particularly is doing anything that a lot of other rich folks are doing. He just got busted for it. That's
basically,
That's
no,
right.
I'm wholeheartedly with you.
wholeheartedly
I agree with you
Let
on
me hear
that.
that part again. What you had said, because I heard something in
That's
it.
perfect.
Like the text messages
Uh-huh.
that pretty much showcase him knowing that it was welfare money and pretty much just explicitly
Yo,
saying,
let's not get caught.
But did he? Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, so they told Brett to keep
I
it
didn't
on
know
hold.
that.
Yes. I didn't know that neither.
He knew it.
No, it's text messages that they
Oh, then I
showed that
go
he
back
was
to
just
you.
like, keep my name out of this whole situation. So it's like
yep.
he knew, and he didn't want his name attached to it because
what it was.
pretty much he knew it was gonna play out the way it is playing right now.
So,
Favre, you fucker, you.
Florida, watch out for
Fucker,
Favre.
you Favre.
Favre
beans.
Favre.
Yo, we're gonna
Fuck
pick
your
this back up.
Favre.
We're gonna pick this back up after the break.
Bet.
Pick it up.
Favre.
Hi, I'm Jeff Jones of Glory Elite Detailing. I've been coming to Jaegers now for over 10 years. The products here are awesome. It has helped to really build my business, sustain my business, and help me provide customers with great products such as heavy-duty interior, the Jaegers tire dressing, the wash and wax, the all-purpose cleaner, the high-gloss dressing. All of it's great. The customer service here is great. Al Carter, the owner, he's helped to actually strengthen me as an entrepreneur, help build me, give me pointers. So I thank Jaegers as an institution to help build entrepreneurs like myself at Glory Elite Detailing.
And if you guys aren't over to make it to the store, we'll be looking forward to you on the road. Service in all of Georgia. See you soon.
Didn't do that, and if that wasn't his intentions, then what going on? Fuck a Favre.
We're back.
Fuck a Bob. Yo, old Atlanta Falcon. That's probably why he got cursed.
Damn, you gonna put it on all Atlanta?
No, that's why he got cursed, because he switched.
Not put it on
He
A-Town.
sucked. He sucked when he was in Atlanta, and then he went to Green Bay and showed the fuck out.
Didn't he though?
And showed the fuck out.
He did, I remember that.
Yeah, he did. And
They
then and then went back to Mississippi and stole money.
So what you think Brett Favre does not like black people? Is that what he was?
Kanye, see.
Go for it.
Kanye Bush, 2024.
That's crazy.
But no, I'm serious. Like that, I don't understand the logic of that. Like Florida's going through a whole situation, and then we know that we already know that FEMA. And this is I'm just thinking now because of what it is. In the break, we just said there are more people who have done this, and they haven't gotten caught.
Mm-hmm.
Florida's about to get tons of
Scammers.
all of it.
The scammers.
All of it. Florida's getting FEMA money out the wazoo right now.
Mm-hmm.
That means somebody upper who's not getting checked and balanced is like, well, damn, I got access to $250 million.
Of course.
That's enough for a good campaign.
Come on, man.
Of course.
Now
It's a good campaign, right?
now you hearing what I'm saying.
But again, come
on, man.
If you have these great politicians
Is FEMA
that
accessible to everybody in the country?
FEMA is a federal emergency something.
I need
Right. So
FEMA
how
right
we just send
now.
all this money to Ukraine, but we can't?
I think it's Federal Emergency Management Agency. Is that what it's called?
Probably. I don't know. I just know that.
Management agency.
Management
I know
is
that
the whole
there's-
agency.
I mean, I'll Google it.
Yeah, but I'm saying the way FEMA operates is anytime there's a crisis, FEMA allocates this money to whatever situation it is to get resources and stuff back to normal.
We need to find out
more
the chain.
based on like
the damage, the amount of damage.
the damage or the
Yeah.
people into
So
the damage.
every time
Is that-
California has an earthquake,
Federal Emergency Management Agency.
Yes.
But what they do, and from what I know, again, I don't know anything. What they do is they start requisitioning a lot of people from around the country to go help and donate.
So a lot of that's what I'm saying. So it's
all of that takes care of.
It's flights, it's transportation, hotel stays,
room and
it's
board.
food, and all of this. So, but that's what I'm saying. So if you misappropriate these funds to go down there and take care of the people who are actually suffering right now, FEMA failed in Katrina.
But let me ask this, because but how else do you expect for it to work? Because it's not like they can say, okay, this building costs $100,000, so we're just gonna give you $100,000. Somebody has to build the building, and then those resources.
But yeah, like you said, like with
That's what
FEMA,
the
and I
money
know
is
with
for,
the
right?
insurance.
That's exactly what the money's for.
Right.
But I'm seeing Brett Favre's now.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. But it's hard to even track that, because just look at it this way. Okay, everything's happening in Florida. If we all signed up right now to go be a
help
part
in
of that,
Florida.
are we not part of the problem also? Because they're going to pay.
But what's our intention? Because because Buddy just
get
got
money.
Buddy just got
is it true
nailed for intent to rob the store. Are we going down there with the intent to steal FEMA money, or are we going down there with the intent to help the people in Florida?
FEMA money, y'all talking about on the employee side or the people side?
On the employee side, because why don't
I'm
they just why don't they just hire all the people in Florida to rebuild their own, give them the money?
Because they struggling like them people down there.
But this is what I'm saying.
But that's why I'm thinking like the scamming is on the people side, because it's like, you're working with a whole bunch of insurance companies to write off the damages to them homes to then get it repaired. But it's like,
but you was an insurance agent, so you understand the process, so you know scammers from that side.
Right. So that's what I'm saying on that side. On the employee side, whatever fund that you coming in, like these people getting a paycheck.
That's what I'm saying. But why don't they find people in Florida? You have enough residents in Florida, especially the people who just lost their home. Here, you can build your own. We're gonna allocate you a team of 10 people. Y'all build your own street.
Well, you go ahead and apply for emergency management agency, because that's
no. Because then I will be stealing the money, because I'm in Georgia.
Wow.
So if they give me 20,000 and be like, look, you can bring a crew of X amount of people.
I don't know that it's a lot of more so in that way. It's somebody else, booking your hotel, and it's like the people that do something similar together. Like it's a whole bunch of claim adjusters that are like booked together to live
where
down
all the
there,
money
like
gets
their
stolen.
meals and everything like that. So, and then like they're going out to, estimate all the damages and everything like that. So a lot of them, the money for a lot of employees, you might get taken on that side too, because you going down there, you have a whole bunch of damage, and if I'm what is it called, claims adjuster. Yeah, you can, like, they make from like 60 to 100 or something, and for emergency funding, like you can make more money because you putting yourself in harm's way.
Right, but that more money is not going to. The people who go down there and work, they're going to get their money, but the hotel that you're staying in, because there's an emergency going on, that hotel rates just went up. So whatever
that's a possibility.
But it happens. Whatever management group is sending me and Shock or Muda to go down there and work, we're about to stay in the hotels, and that hotel cost, even though we're not paying it out of pocket, it is going to get charged as whatever the premium is for that hotel. The hotel is going to send that bill to FEMA, and FEMA is going to pay it.
Write the check.
Right. So then you got all of this extra money, because that hotel just gets that money. So whoever's the hotel management, and then that company, whoever it may be, is going to get that. Whoever the food stipend, the transportation, everybody's jacking up their prices now to try to capitalize on it.
Right.
Instead of that money being put into.
So is that the government or the people that they doing them business with?
It's the whole America. I keep trying to tell people, America is the wild, wild west.
So let me ask you this question, because when somebody gets a job with the government, you actually bid on this job. You don't just be like, all right, I offer this service and they hire you.
Right.
You bid and they say, all right, so you can do this job for $20K. The government is trying to save money. They ain't trying to spend no extra money. So, why are they trying to save the money?
Yeah, now I'm Clay Davis from The Wire.
I'm with you. But what I'm saying is the purpose is, so they're trying to keep their coffers high.
Right.
So they're not going to spend $50,000 when they know they can do the job for $20.
But again, that money is going to go to people they know, because they have to bid. So
which is what I'm trying to say. Now that you're bidding, you know somebody who can bid the job for $20,000. I can do that job for $20,000. That's my homie.
Right. That's where I was waiting
Now,
on. Yeah, okay, thank you.
That's where I'm going there.
All
So
right,
that's
all
my
right.
homie. So I know they can do it for 20 because they only have 2 employees.
Mm-hmm.
So if they only have 2 employees, it's going to take them longer, and then they can be like, yo, I can get you some more money because technically I got it right here.
Right. Because they only got 2 employees. So then what they do is they take the bulk of that money, they go find, it's going to sound bad, some spick and spans to come out here and do the work and pay them less
Not
money.
in Florida, because DeSantis just sent everybody out. He just got rid of all of them.
It's still some left down there.
He put them on a plane and sent them to some Democratic states.
It was only 50 people.
Come on, man.
It was only 50
It
people.
don't matter.
Thank you, Panay, because I was like,
it don't. So them 50 people could have been $100 a day.
I'm sorry, I don't see how y'all just move right past that. Did you say spick and spans?
Yes. I was saving that for my Trump rant, but
He did.
Yo.
I was. I hope they don't get me for that. I love the Mexicans. I do.
That's why I kept moving. Just but the whole point is Rich DeSantis. Is it Richard or what's his name?
Ricardo.
Okay, so DeSantis just sent all of his illegals on a plane.
50 of them?
It don't matter. Listen, the whole point. So you see how you
That
try
was
to
just one family.
No, but what has happened? What I wanted to do was I wanted to bring Panay into this conversation because of how he said when Democrats. Yes, we heard it too. 50, one family. Yes,
one family broken
one
up.
family. But the fact is, Panay will say that the Democrats are doing such and such and such. But the Republicans ain't. This is one of them Republican moves.
No, listen. Yes, I'll be on record saying that Democrats are
This is one of them Republican moves that a Democrat would make. Come on, man.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I mean, the Democrats were doing it already. They were doing it already. They were already flying.
They
were already flying them across the country.
Oh yeah. Hold on, I want to hear what he said. Say that again, Panay. Say that again, Panay.
The Democrats were already flying illegal immigrants to various states across the country, but they were doing it in the dead of night. The difference with DeSantis is that he did it in the middle of the day, and he sent them to one of the most prominent Democratic areas, which was Martha's Vineyard. And they were out of Martha's Vineyard in less than 48 hours.
So, but wait. He sent them on a vacation.
Martha's Vineyard.
Martha's Vineyard.
He sent them on a vacation.
Martha's Vineyard had a pamphlet because.
I'm sorry. Hold on, because
gotta roll back on this.
That sounds above my.
That
That sounds above my bougie pay grade. What is Martha's Vineyard? Is it the winery?
To Martha's Vineyard and with a pamphlet.
Yes.
Where is Martha's? What is Martha's Vineyard?
It's in Massachusetts. It's an upscale community where a lot of politicians, a lot of rich people go to vacation.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to tell you. He sent the people that they don't want in the country. He sent on vacation
to Martha's Vineyard.
So Martha's Vineyard has a pamphlet of their community saying that they are welcoming illegal immigrants.
Welcoming.
Right, that they welcome illegal immigrants. It's in the pamphlet.
When do we get this? Is white people. This is how you know this white people.
Is this like Chateau Alon?
This is modern white people. You just gonna welcome people like this with a pamphlet?
Without the
Where
community,
in the history of
gated
time have
community
black
in the
people been welcomed into America with a pamphlet?
With a pamphlet. Here, welcome niggas. Welcome niggas.
This is all we have to offer. A pamphlet.
Come on in, niggas.
You had a 50.
Come on, niggas.
People, first of all, one family went on vacation to Martha's Vineyard from a Did they have a website? Was it a link that they sent around?
No, the point I'm trying to make is
we got horseback riding and all type of shit going. Cotton picking.
Wait, we did it in the dead of night, but we sent them to a Democratic state.
No. Not in the dead of night. They didn't send them to Democratic.
What did we send them? What we send them? Wait. Where did we send them?
Red states.
We sent them to red states
that's
because
the problem.
We sent them to red states. It's not a problem because DeSantis had the money to send 50 people to Martha's Vineyard.
We're gonna send you to
how long
blue state because we're a red state.
That's the point I'm trying to get at. The point is, see, if I was Biden right now.
Did they get them little hats?
Why? Because
hats and flags.
We sent you to a Democratic state, but the Republicans are taking advantage of what is being done in a Democratic state by vacationing in a Democratic state. They're not.
Look. Hey, give him more fan, please.
They are vacationing in a Democratic state. They're not vacationing in a Republican state, right? He just said that they sent them to a place that is bringing in illegals because they're showing them, hey, welcome to America. This is kind of what he just said, right?
That's what they promote. But the point is, when DeSantis actually sent them there, because there weren't any illegals up there, they just promoted that they welcome illegals. They
welcome them.
Like, okay, based off your pamphlet and your information,
let's send them to a Democratic
state.
state
To you.
Where I'm going to vacation with y'all next week.
And in less than 48 hours, they called the National Guard to get them motherfuckers out of there.
Wow. I need information and clip on that. I'm gonna start looking into it because there's some shit going on below the shit.
What the point I'm trying to get at is a Republican sent illegals that he didn't want in his state to a Democratic state to shit on their state.
But when y'all saying sin, and I get it, and because I'm in full sin mode.
He created consent forms.
What though?
Exactly.
to live.
Why?
They supposed to just create.
Who the fuck gave people power to do this?
The government.
The people voted this man in office. The people voted this man in office to do this.
Listen,
the people of Florida, the great people who have just been suffered by
Ian. I'm trying to understand, Shock. What is your plight? What is wrong with what DeSantis did?
No, look, I just wanted to see. I wanted to see your passion.
What's wrong with what he did? Because they were doing this. They've been doing this shit the whole time. What the fuck is the difference?
There's the passion. There's the passion.
Now that's being shown. Because hold on, wait.
The Democrats get to do what the fuck they want to do, but then when it comes to Republicans doing something, now it's a fucking issue.
No, it's not the issue. I just wanted to see the passion, sir. That's why I got you there. I did it. My job is done.
You got him there?
Yeah.
Can we get a how dare you or pause a thing in it? Yes. He just wanted to get him to his climax so he can. Okay, Panay. So they did it in the day. Did they do it in the night or in the daytime?
DeSantis did it during the daytime. That's why it made media
on the
coverage.
news. He did it on the news.
Any media coverage because Biden has been doing it at nighttime.
Okay.
In the wee hours of the night, he's been transporting illegals to various parts of the country.
Yeah.
DeSantis and John Abbott, the Texas governor, have been doing it during the day. That's why it's been getting media coverage.
So how do I get on one of these flights? I just. I want a trip.
I'm really.
I want a trip.
It's the pamphlet. It's just like I got on the flight in there, and then somebody else said, "No, you can't be here." But this is all still going on within the U.S.
Yes, it is. Panay, did they use Democratic funds to do this?
Ooh.
No, they're using their own funds.
So
no federal money being used to utilize to bust these people and fly these people.
So what I'm saying is the Democrats are using Democratic funds.
I don't know what the funds that Democrats are using. I just know that they're flying them in the middle of the night. It's been proven. It's been on camera.
I'm sure it's I'm not
jets
doubting
or
what
private
you're saying
jets?
because I know you know what you're
Commercial
talking about. I know you know what you're talking about, but that's what I'm saying. If it's happening on one side, and I'm all doing this to tie one point together, where the fuck is the money coming from? Brett Favre?
Listen.
Is the money?
I wish somebody would give me a pamphlet to go back to Africa.
That's what I was gonna say.
Africa, please give me a pamphlet. Let me know where I can land at.
Where can I land? Where can I stay?
I didn't ask to be here to begin with.
Back to Africa, I ain't never been.
No, but she's just saying. I
How
think her
racist
point
people
is
be like, go back to Africa.
Go back to Africa. Well, can I get the pamphlet?
Give me the pamphlet.
Because guess what? The illegals have a pamphlet when they get to Martha's Vineyard.
Send me the Ewa. Wherever Ewa is, I just want to go back to Ewa.
No, that's a different planet.
But the pamphlet was a farce because when they got there, they didn't want them there.
So then it was a Republican creative scheme to get people out of there.
Who made the pamphlets?
DeSantis.
I just want to know who was over here at Kinko's, Staples, on the computer like, I'm going to fuck them up with this one.
They had to do a Spanish side and an English side too.
And literally,
Duolingo.
I only got to print off 50 pamphlets.
Look, you gotta look.
Who
flip
else
it,
had access to the?
And you read. You don't.
That was a real
you don't
cheap
turn it
Kinko's
over.
bill.
You
Just
flip it. And it says
50
Spanish.
copies, please. Just give me 50 copies, please. Thank you.
Man, stop.
Folded inward in this way.
Oh man,
so,
that was good.
So Brett Favre is fucking over money. We got
So
FEMA.
the point I'm trying to make is
a lot of money is about to
people
get
up there is about to get fucked over.
But a lot of money is about to get poured into Florida. So
because he's the same
America
guy who
before
said
America scams you.
But DeSantis is also saying that he didn't want to do it at first. He had a whole back and forth with Biden saying he didn't want to take.
He didn't want to take the
Now
money.
he's he kind of
He didn't want to take the money.
It's a whole he didn't. It's a whole lot of money that's about to come and hit my state now.
Yeah.
So there is an election coming up, and I do want to run for president in 2024.
Yeah.
Isn't that lovely?
So why not? You mean there's campaign money? I mean, it's a build up. Again, all of this is plugged in so deep.
That's
Again,
why
He didn't want to take the money
talking
in
about it.
preparation for him being the president, and that wouldn't
part.
look good on his resume.
Yes.
That's why I say scam America before America scams you.
That's where he's
agree
at.
with that. I can touch and agree on that.
So with that being said, $360 million to test a dart.
A dart?
360 million.
Hold on. I might get up and walk the fuck out.
A dart?
I might get the
This better be the dart from all the ninja movies I've been watching.
right. That
And
shit.
unlock
that
a door
shit-
just.
That
I'm
shit,
just saying,
Yondu's dart. That flying
follows and it goes exactly where he wants it to go with thought.
Right.
Man, listen.
So
Thought,
you
with
said
thought.
250
$360 million.
Not 250, 360.
How do you
110 more million?
But how do you just okay?
And
Because I know
destroy it.
But I know right for it to just. I'm sorry because I'm fucked up by the numbers because I know that we spend a lot on military and space. I know that it is important.
And
for
ain't conquered
somebody.
neither one. How the
We
fuck
get-
we spending all this money on cancer research when we ain't found the cure? How we got all this money and listen,
350 million.
$6.5 billion to Ukraine.
Man,
I want to see the invoice.
I'm saying,
like how at the end of movies, you got credits. You know who did what, who did the screenwriting, who did the editing and all that. I want to see an invoice of
all the
shit that
all
goes
of it.
on with what we're paying
of
for.
We need to see the CVS receipt. You know them long
because
ones.
we the United States citizens paid for this that we didn't know was happening. They didn't even tell us that this was happening.
I thought it was an idea. I was like, oh, that's
No.
cool. They're going, and then they talking about is every
People don't
headline I seen, it was like no threat.
because everybody
Man,
always has
listen,
that. It don't affect
It
me.
don't affect you. Yes,
don't
it does
affect
because
me.
they're spending the money, and then now you're spending more money at the pump. And
It's
the
a political
grocery
game.
store.
It's like Jenga.
Everywhere you're spending more money, but
Do we got a clip about this dart?
We absolutely do.
Can we run the clip? Because I want the viewers.
footage.
I want the viewers to understand what it is we're talking about.
That beautiful bean footage.
It's amazing, guys. Oh my goodness, look at that. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Looks to me like we're headed straight in. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. 8,
Yeah.
7,
Oh,
6,
wow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my gosh. Oh, wow.
Awaiting visual confirmation.
All right. Let's see. We got it? Waiting.
And we have impact. A giant leap for humanity in the name of planetary defense.
Fantastic. Oh,
Fence.
fantastic.
What in the Avengers is going on here? Planetary defense.
Look, I love
we
all
go.
people, but I just don't understand why certain people get so excited over fireworks. I don't like fireworks.
I'm one of those people. I love fireworks.
I am too.
Fireworks. There's an explosion. There's impact.
It's
That's it.
fire.
But I think it's
But you can't even see it. You can't even enjoy
I know
it.
it's fire.
But knowing, I get it because it takes so much calculation.
I'm
It
with
takes
you,
so
Quest.
much. It takes so much information, knowledge, mathematics, science. What's the other word that
Chemistry.
Sheldon Cooper? Physics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, chemistry, physics, and all of that to be able to accomplish this in our vast space.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it does not it don't even arouse me or get me excited, because the type of confirmation that I need for something like that, like I need y'all to have another fucking shuttle, like filming simultaneously when it broke off.
It's funny that you say that, because this is not the first time that they did a trajectory like that. They did one in 2005. We had a short clip. It's real
17. It's 17 years ago now.
Run a clip. But they did it before.
Yeah. And what?
We have ignition and liftoff of a Delta II rocket carrying Deep Impact, NASA's journey to unlock the mystery of the solar system's origin.
That was the footage of
the first one.
So I was trying to find the actual the actual one in real time, like they did the one we just previously watched.
Yeah.
But basically, the difference between the two is the one from 2005. They had one rocket that broke off into two. They had two separate cameras, so that's why you could see that one impact directly, and then you could see the impact where all the debris is coming out. That was just to get samples from the asteroid. This new one from the other day is to change the trajectory of that asteroid if we was about to have a planetary impact.
Right.
The name of the DART is an acronym for Double Asteroid Repositioning Test.
Yeah.
So yeah, they spent $360 million on
all that for samples.
I mean,
no,
but
not this one. The first one they did. This one they tested to see if they could. So here comes the rock. Boom. Here comes the satellite or whatever they sent.
So what the other satellites up there
we
doing?
wanted
So
to
we
do
have no type of technology that can tell us that before that?
No, they don't have the arc up yet. You remember the arc from Men in Black? The planetary. We got a net around them with the planet now. We're good to go. Fuck them aliens.
So, but I feel like, and my thing is 17 years ago when they hit that rocket, the asteroid, what if they hit that and it
changed the trajectory
to start coming towards us? And what they just did was blow up the thing they messed up the last time.
But I think when they did it before, again, because I say it takes so much mathematics and stuff, they're calculating where it's going to go before. Like, they're thinking that far ahead. So NASA is doing a damn thing. But again, it's 2022. Y'all gotta have another drone next to that motherfucker so I could see it. So I could be like, ooh, this is what Deep Impact would have looked like in real time or real life or whatnot. So yeah, shout out to NASA for making that happen. I hope no shit is heading towards us, but if so,
the name of that
Planetary
movie,
Woe.
The Planetary Woe. But the name of that movie was Don't Look Up on Netflix.
Don't Look Up, yeah.
And the whole time they were trying to tell you about what was happening, what were they doing on that movie?
Trying to deflect,
trying to hit you with the bullshit.
Yeah,
the whole time they were trying to hit you with the bullshit.
But then, what is the problem with them? I guess if they came out and they was honest about a lot of shit, not only will you have all of this planetary despair and a lot of people, those guys who carry them signs on the corner, be like, Jesus is coming, the end is nigh.
The end is
near.
near.
Yeah, like you'll kind of incite those guys, and then all of the people who already want destruction and war. Like, there's people out here who's on fuck shit every day. We know that. There's people who really don't care. They think, whatever God that they praise or whatever deity that they praise or their purpose is destruction.
That's why my man walked into a gas station, a convenience store with a shotgun.
What happened?
The yellow on your...
There's yellow in there?
Yeah, I don't know why I just noticed
it's
that.
black.
Oh, word. Yeah, shout out to this sweater. Burlington Coat Factory does it right.
Ooh, yes.
It was the last one they had up there, so I had to grab it.
$600 at Burlington Coat Factory. And you're rich.
So y'all would know now because I
You
just
take 600 in Burlington. Do you know what type of?
Nah, that's from the office.
Oh, I got to catch up on that too.
I've never watched it.
Never watched The Office?
Steve Carell is just too funny for me. I can't tolerate
Do you hear
him.
this?
I don't think Steve Carell is funny.
I cannot tolerate Steve Carell too much. He's funny than the motherfucker, and that's why I can't tolerate him, because I just be like, man, this motherfucker's stupid.
I think that
Ever since Anchorman,
that.
Brick.
I think he's stupid. I don't think he's funny.
But stupid and funny goes hand in hand.
So wait a minute, Jim Carrey.
Yeah, he's stupid.
Exactly. But
Right. I'm like, thank you. You on point.
Stop the cap.
no, Jim Carrey is hilarious.
Jim Carrey is hilarious.
Jim Carrey is hilarious.
Carrey is awesome.
But he's stupid too.
Yeah,
because of his stupidity, that's why he's Martin.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Jim Carrey.
But there's him and you put Steve Carell and Jim Carrey together.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey is king.
Jim
Over
Carrey,
Steve Carell?
list of
Hell
all the
yeah.
white comedians, if you want to
'cause
separate him,
but
he's king of all the white
gotta
ones.
call Jim.
He's not even
He's like a
comedian.
goat.
He's not. Jim Carrey's not a comedian. He's
That's
just
how he started out. Yeah, he started out with stand up.
I'm about to say he started out with stand up.
But
I've loved
I don't
him since
consider
A Living
him
Color.
as a comedian.
As a
I think
stand-up
he's
comedian.
a comedic actor.
Yeah.
Okay, let me.
Is what I'm saying.
Jim
He's
Carrey.
evolved over the
I
years.
need everybody to and hashtag Jim Carrey. We need a stand up from you.
Yeah,
a stand up
Yeah.
special. Not only to prove anything, but we do need one from you because he is one of those
He on
pioneers.
Keanu level wisdom right now. I don't know if he would get it.
But I think it will not, because Dave Chappelle is a master in his craft.
Mm-hmm.
But the way that Dave Chappelle is funny now, I think that it comes from that cloth. Like
Mm-hmm.
because him and Jim Carrey have gone through the industry. Like you've been through the industry. That's why everything that Jim Carrey kind of put, or you see a post, or if it's something wise or wisdom,
Right.
because Jim Carrey has been through the industry.
Mm-hmm.
He's been through it, on the top of it, on the side of it, below it, and the whole nine, and for a long time. So his comedy can be like that Chris Rock, or that Dave Chappelle type level.
Yeah.
And not to say that it isn't, but we don't have any work from you. Like I got to
Right.
give him the whole Monique vibe. Monique, if you ain't done nothing lately, then I can't say that you great. You were great, but I can't say that you great now.
Goated.
Yeah.
He goated.
I mean, you be a goat and you can go sit down and retire from basketball.
Go to pasture.
But if you come back out and you give niggas buckets at 38, then now we be like, yeah, this nigga
He's still
is
beefing.
real.
He's still busting.
He goated.
Yeah.
We got to talk about that some other time. Separating goats from pioneers.
True.
There's a difference.
True. Because
On next
DJ
week's
Academic's
episode.
ass is in the fire right now for saying that all these old, dusty, broke ass rappers.
Wasn't he born in the 90s?
Ebro?
No,
it's about Academics.
Academic. He was born in the 90s. You really have no say
Academics
about.
is 31 years old. But
I mean,
you know
why
what I'm
does he
saying?
not have say?
He just
if he's
said-
done his research.
He said that. I mean, I think a little bit of it. I mean, his choice of wording was terrible, but a
platform.
little bit of what he said was correct as far as how business was handled. But what he fails to understand is that the business he has even exists because of these pioneers. Like,
That's what I'm saying. His platform exists because of pioneers. So you
Absolutely
can't,
agree,
you
Smoke.
you can't chop the stilts down off of the house that's on the sticks.
I mean,
and try to be safe in the house now that you done tried to chop down.
But again, it's how you pour that out, because I gotta say, and you say I play devil's advocate, great. I agree a lot with in that small statement. I didn't see the whole interview, but where he says these people who are now commenting on younger artists or new talent coming in and saying this is that and this is this, and it's like you have to show for it. Just like when Rick Ross came up and he said, man, all you crypto gurus and all this and that, show me how you living. Show me, because now we're in a day and age to where 20 years ago we couldn't see that these rappers were just putting on a facade. We couldn't see that these rappers were just out acting and being entertainers. Now this day we're seeing what the truth is. So if you're a pioneer and you were this great, then you should have something to show for it. Like Master P, you cannot take nothing away from him.
No, you can't.
Yeah,
He
but
is-
see, they didn't have the dang, and Kevin Hart said it best. Like they were just coming in, like they said, like the
Right.
pioneers of it. They didn't have that experience, so like you have to connect with somebody in the game now that has that experience, and you want to be willing to learn from them.
Right.
Because Jay-Z is like a great example of that, but it's other people in the industry that like he helped,
attached
that he's
himself to Kane.
Yeah.
he attached himself to who?
Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah, I'm talking about like in the
And
newer
then
generation
Jaz-O.
now.
No, I'm saying, but he learned from the pioneers. That's what I'm
Right,
saying.
and then now it's people that are learning from him.
And but you got to have a pioneer
It was
that's
really-
willing to teach also, because
Right.
Jay-Z wasn't always willing to give
Right.
wisdom, advice, and how to
But I
do
think
this
he
and
had
that.
to get
It's
there.
really
Like you
choice
can't
of
get
words
that sound
that
of
piss everybody off. The choice of words that Academics
Absolutely.
was
Dusty
was
and
dusty and broke. I mean, there was a strong point of what he was saying, but that was only relating to the business side of business,
Right.
which again wouldn't exist without
the music,
without these pioneers who are so-called broke and
Right.
dusty and
Right.
doing what
Because
they've
a
done.
lot of them didn't manage their money. Like I remember hearing about the TLC story. Like what?
Yeah.
You think about like seeing them and back in that time and like you were
yeah.
broke.
Yeah, they was broke when they was
How?
calling us scrubs.
Right.
That's what I'm
So it's just
saying.
like, that was just the
Exactly.
whole image of it back then, the
Like that
financial
smoke.
part of it. So him saying, dusty
like
and
that.
broke to like people who back then may not have managed their money well, but
Yeah.
the work that they put in and definitely goats them.
Or got screwed over too, because a lot of them again got taken advantage of. I hear about New Edition signing a deal for scooters. I think it was $11,000 and some scooters.
If you so the Mob Deep.
Yeah,
There's a lot of them. A lot did.
I'm telling you, even Cameron came out and said that he got a deal for something, and he ended up moving.
People get
and if you listen when Academics responded to LL, he said he was like, I understand that everybody didn't end up in that position, but the thing is that what he said as far as LL, he said, you signed one of those deals, and then you for 15 years watched other niggas sign them deals without schooling them or putting them on anything.
Right.
And I get that, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what happened.
But who shit first before you can help somebody else with it. That's how I just said with Jay-Z. Like at one point in time, he wasn't sharing out that information. You gotta like get to a solid place yourself before you can help somebody else.
It always is you gotta help yourself before you help other people.
Academics' whole argument is that, you know what I'm saying, that
nobody told. Nobody blew the whistle.
Nobody put nobody on game because everybody wanted to keep it for themselves instead of now where the information is out there and people are putting it out.
But
and then the people who are complaining about it just so happen to be people who do their business right.
And
you know what I'm saying?
And that's the nature of it because it's so competitive. You got to think about it. LL, even if you were in a screwed up deal, like even ASAP Ferg, love ASAP Ferg. Shout out to Ferg. Because he said he got the 360 deal and worked his ass off, and now he made it. Some people take opportunities. Now he has had great tutelage around him. Ferg has been around Diddy. He sits in the rooms with these guys and he absorbs and he learns. Just the same way that Pop Smoke was doing when he seeked out tutelage from 50 Cent. 50 Cent knows the game. He is a businessman. But again, it's hard, and every artist coming up is not going to tell you, I'm in a fucked up deal. Like we finding out all this shit with QC now with the Migos. You think that they had it great. You find out they had their whole career, and a lot of their career, not whole career, but their whole career, a lot of their career.
There's a lot of them like that. And there's a lot of like kids coming up that see it. Like we all know because we've all been affiliated with music in some type of way over here on the show. But it's like even when you realize most kids don't know, like the artist is usually the last person get paid, and they usually get paid. Like the songwriter, the producer, so many people that get paid first before that artist.
Last person. So, but
like New Edition was damn near grown by the time they got demonstrated some money. But we got to wrap this up, y'all.
Let's do it.
Wrap it up.
But yeah, we appreciate y'all hanging out with us furthermore again.
Shout out Maurice again too for calling in.
For calling in today, we appreciate that.
Day.
Appreciate your service and everything.
Subscribe. Y'all catch us on the next go round. We're gonna keep talking that shit. It's gonna get a lot more interesting. We got something for y'all next week.
Furthermore.
Yeah. Furthermore. Check. Come on. Take a moment, reflect. We just gave you an earful. They breaking down the blocks while we build with some ill tools. Over the hill views while we charging the battle. Time is over the limit. Critical with your cattle. Casual, curious content. Change for your nonsense. Raw thoughts. Furthermore, no drooling, no vomit. View it a farming. We invite you to with the comments. Till the next time. Take the share button and harm it.